Welcome to the Numerology and Astrology for August 18th, 2021. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 22. And if you add the 2 into the 2 together, you get the neutral mind of the number 4. So today, the number 4 attempts to bring and restore that much needed balance and peace. Peace is something that must be ignited within the soul. For a nation to have peace, there must be more people awakened to that potential than those that want to destroy and make war. For a world to have peace, compassion must be taught from a young age, and such complex thoughts must be seen as a priority for acceptance and integration into the higher patterns within a society. All of that might be a long way off, but it is possible if we stay focused on the desire for a peaceful world, one without war, famine, conflict, and suffering. We can do so much to promote peace, but it costs us something. It costs time, energy, money, and the willingness to step past our own selfishness. The astrology today. The moon moves into the industrious and goal-oriented sign of Capricorn. Control seems to create calm inside. Mercury and Mars align in Virgo this evening, and it motivates us to communicate those ideas rolling around in our heads. It is time to have better health and to learn how to be in clear communication while being sensitive at the same time. Many things are calling for us to pay attention. It is time to get going and to address those things that we need to notice in our personal world. There is a desire to be busy because of all the mental energy being activated from the astrology. If there seems to be nothing to tackle in our lives that can lead us to being grumpy and high-strung. Do not be aggressive with others. Everyone is doing their best, and that can be tremendously challenging situations. Mercury and Mars will quincunx in Chiron, making simple things suddenly complicated. Misunderstandings abound, and know that clarity may not be reached in this opinionated world of distortion and funky, bizarre news. Doubts arise, but it is probably best to keep them to ourselves. Assertion leads to provocation. And my quote for today. Perhaps I could just live in a small house on the beach, listen to the waves, and write stories of hope and wonder. Perhaps I could discover those places that ride with the tides, listen to the quiet voices of nature calling my heart to open in its fullness. Perhaps I could wonder at the magic that brings souls together at the perfect times in life, listen to the love flowing in the silence of combined acceptance and trust. And my blog for today. What a wonderful birthday week it was. Whew, I've had a wonderful time. Being at the coast was so regenerating, listening to the ocean all night as I sleep, and being just one with nature is perfect. I am so grateful that the coast is only about an hour away from us. Even in town in Fort Bragg on Monday, it was busy and the tourist industry was bustling. All good news for those shops and restaurants, but the restaurants are short-staffed and I feel badly for them. It seems it is still hard to get people to want to work. I hope for their sakes that once the summer break is over, we will have more that are vaccinated and ready, willing, and able to work. The birthday started off with my favorite bike ride to McCarricker State Park, walked along the boardwalk, then kept going along the coast until the trail ends at the beach, then rode back to town. The next birthday wish was to walk on the beach into the hidden coves that I have never seen because the tide was very low, and I could go into those areas that I have never been able to discover. Lunch was at the Sea Princess restaurant in the harbor with fresh crab cakes. Watched the boats go in and out and a sea lion pup playing and splashing in the shallows. Then my mother said to go buy something, and so I went shopping in Mendocino to my favorite shops. I have to admit, I got a bit carried away. Okay, but they're all things that I could use and enjoy. Then back to the hotel and got ready for a great dinner of Mexican food. It was lovely. I am so grateful for my life at this moment in time. This new life was nothing I had imagined for myself, and it is better than anything I could have dreamed up. There are moments when I'm looking out over the land where I live here or on the coast, and I can feel my father saying next to me saying, "This is perfect." I believe my father pulled quite a few strings on the other side, and he directed and chose this circumstance for me to learn how to relax and become one with this beautiful life. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for this great opportunity in this life. Thank you for being willing to take on the enormous energetic challenge of a bouncing, dancing, talkative Leo. If this life ended tomorrow, I know it would be a life that had value, love, expression, joy, harmony, caring, and oneness. I would do it all again. The mistakes were glorious and the personal challenges exhilarating. I have learned so much and I have become a better person. I wish the same thing for everyone out there. Have a wonderful summer. Thanks. Bye.